So many of us spend so much time wishing we could just fast forward through life, through the difficult parts, and get to the good parts, or to the end where we can finally retire or where we can finally be at peace. But what if instead of always looking ahead, we took some time to look back? What if we started thinking about our lives as a series of chapters in a book and we wrote those chapters down? That's what I want to talk about today, writing your own memoir. When I was younger, I had no interest in memoirs. I didn't think my life was that interesting. I didn't think there was anything worth sharing. But now, I'm getting older and I'm realizing there's so much that I want to remember, so much that I want to capture before it's too late. And I realized there are probably things that I will want to share with my kids and grandkids someday. So, I've been thinking a lot lately about the big moments in my life and how I can write them down. Today, I'd like to encourage all of you to do the same thing. I'd like to encourage you to take some time to think about the big moments in your life, the chapters in your story, and to write them down. You don't have to publish your memoir. You don't have to share it with anyone. You can just write it for yourself. But I believe that by taking the time to look back over our lives and to see the patterns and to understand where we came from and what led us to where we are today, it will help us appreciate our lives more and help us focus on what's really important. So let's take a minute and think about our stories. What are the major events that have shaped our lives? Maybe it's where we grew up, or the family that we were born into. Maybe it's the schools that we attended, or the jobs that we had, or the friends that we made along the way. Maybe it's the clubs or sports teams that we were on, or the awards that we received, or the places that we traveled to. Maybe it's the challenges that we overcame, or the mistakes that we made, or the lessons that we learned the hard way. All of these things have shaped who we are and have led us to this point in our lives. So let's take some time to write those stories down. Let's take some time to reflect on our lives and be grateful for everything that has happened to us, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Because every single one of us has a story worth telling. We've all done things that are worthy of celebration, and we've all made mistakes that are worthy of forgiveness. We've all experienced joy and sorrow and everything in between. And all of these experiences have made us who we are today. So, here's my challenge to you. Take some time to write down the major events in your life. Think about the big moments that have shaped who you are and write them down. You can make a list, or you can write a paragraph, or you can write a full blown story. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just do it. Get it off of your mind and onto paper. And then when you're done, reread what you've written and reflect on your life. Be grateful for everything that has happened to you and celebrate the person that you are today. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be polished. It doesn't even need to make sense. It's just for you. But I promise you, by taking the time to do this, you will better understand who you are and where you've come from, and you'll be able to see your life in a new light. You will start to see the patterns, and you'll start to understand the things that have shaped you the most. And hey, if you want to share your story with others, that's great. But even if you don't, that's okay too. The most important thing is that you take the time to write down your story so that you never forget it. So, I hope you'll take this challenge and run with it. Write your story and be proud of it, because you know what? Your story matters and you have something to offer the world. Even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes, I promise you, your story matters.